Hello everybody, hello, welcome back to the Dugout Football channel where it is time for match week number 11 of the 2020-21 Scottish Premiership season. Now, one game is dominating the weekend and it is the Old Firm derby. We will get into that very, very shortly. But let's have a quick look at how I did in match week 10. It was a better week than match week 9, let's put it that way. Actually, looking at that, match week 9 I got 10. So, match week 10 I got 6 points. I got one perfect score, and that was St Johnstone Celtic. That was a 2-0 win to Celtic. And I actually beat the comments. Actually, the highest score in the comments was Diego C. Palace with 5 points. So that was a rare win for me. But yeah. As I've said, the Old Firm game dominates the headlines, and actually, there are a few good games in here. There's Celtic Rangers, there is Dundee United Aberdeen, the New Firm derby as well. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. Hamilton against St Johnstone, Livingston against Kilmarnock. That game is subject to go ahead. Kilmarnock players have been self-isolating recently, but they did play against Dunfermline last night, so I would wonder if that game would go ahead. Anyway, I think it will as well. Ross County against Hibernian and St Mirren against Motherwell now. Celtic against Rangers, the last 5 between the sides have resulted in 3 wins to Celtic, 2 wins to Rangers, and the last result was a 2-1 win to Rangers. Now, Celtic have got a few injury problems, it has to be said. Ryan Christie is still self-isolating, I believe, so he will probably miss the game. Edward did have the virus, so I don't know if he's going to be available as well. El Hamed as well, the Israelian, he's got it as well. So there are a couple of Celtic players that are missing this game for sure. They played really well against St Johnstone, a good 2-0 win in the end. It'll be interesting to see, as we've said, Old Firm derbies, anything can happen. Anything can happen in an Old Firm derby, we all know that. Rangers have got a few injury problems as well. Barisic and Helander are doubtful for the game, and fingers crossed that after the Scotland game tonight, that everyone for Rangers will be fit and raring to go. So as I've said, it is an Old Firm derby. Rangers won the last one, of course. There was talk that the other one that was meant to be played when the season was curtailed. And it'll be an interesting one, this one, because Celtic have been playing well recently. They have been much better for sure. Rangers have been very, very good. So who am I going to back? Ooh, it's a really hard one to call. It is a really hard one to call, but just based on recent form, I'm going to go for an away win here. I think Rangers will win this game. I do think they've got... if Celtic don't have Edward and Christie, then I think that is a big, big problem. But then again, they have Ajeti as well. Griffiths could probably play again as well. So, but I've just got a feeling Rangers will be too strong for Celtic in this one. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Rangers in this game. I do think Rangers will possibly win this one, so I'm going for a Rangers win in the Old Firm derby, but could be completely wrong, of course, but I'm going for a 2-1 win to Rangers. Dundee United against Aberdeen, the last 5 between the sides have resulted in 1 win to Dundee United and 4 wins to Aberdeen, and the last result was a 1-0 win to Aberdeen. Now, Dundee United coming off the back of a 2-1 defeat to Livingston in the last game. And I do believe they lost to Peterhead in the League Cup as well. I could be completely wrong about that as well, but they've had some very weird results recently. Yes, I know that Lawrence Shankland is on Scotland duty as well, but that you still be expected to win those games, and unfortunately, it hasn't been the case for Dundee United. But this is a very interesting game because, as I've said, Aberdeen are on a very good run as well. Another good win, this time over St Mirren. A very, very good win. And, Aberdeen have really picked up form you'd have to say. So, looking at this game, I can really only see an Aberdeen win. I think Aberdeen will go away to Tannadice, get the win in the New Firm derby. I'm going for a 2-0 win to Aberdeen in this game. I do think Aberdeen will win this one. So, Aberdeen 2, Dundee United 0. Or other way round, if you want to say it. Hamilton against St Johnstone now. The last 5 between the sides. I was in 2 wins to Hamilton and 3 wins to St Johnstone. And the last result was a 1-0 win to St Johnstone. Well, what can we say? Hamilton's last game was a 3-2 defeat to Hibernian. Played very, very well. Managed to, get the 2 late goals to, start a comeback. But just wasn't quite enough for them to get a draw against Hibs. Hibs did put their foot off the gas, it has to be said. But I was very, very impressed with the way that Hamilton did play in that game. I think, looking at that game, Hamilton will look ahead to this game against St Johnstone, thinking that they can pick up something. St Johnstone, 2-0 defeat against Celtic. Unlucky in some aspects. They did hold them for 45 minutes, and then 2 90-minute goals to concede against Celtic. It was really, really difficult to take on the chin, but St Johnstone are a very, very good side, and it's going to be a really interesting game, this one. So because of how both teams are playing at the moment, I am going to say a draw in this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 between Hamilton and St Johnstone. I think it'll be a really hard one to call, but I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between the sides. Now, Livingston against Kilmarnock. Now, this is a game that has been subject of much speculation about Kilmarnock players, for sure. So, if it goes ahead, we shall see what happens. But Livingston, Kilmarnock, last 5 between the sides. 2 wins to Livy, 2 wins to Killy, and 1 draw. The last result was a 3-0 win to Livingston in this game. Livingston have been on a bit of a very good run, it has to be said. 4 wins in a row against St Johnstone, Dundee United, Edinburgh City, and Alloa Athletic. 4 wins in a row, which is very, very good for Livingston. J. Emmanuel Thomas has come in. He looks really, really sharp as well. Josh Mullen, of course, has signed again for another couple of seasons, which is great to see. He started really well as well in his second spell with the club. But yeah, I mean, Livingston, to be sitting 6th at the moment is very, very good, and it's going to be an interesting one, this one, because as I've said, Kilmarnock, they had to postpone their last game against Motherwell because of the virus sweeping through the squad. So Kilmarnock have asked Livingston to move it to a Monday, but Livingston have said no. In my opinion, Livingston are in the right here because the SPFL have to make that decision. If they want to move the game, then it has to be down to the SPFL. It's not up to Livingston. And the fact is, if Livingston did move it to the Monday, then they would have less days to prepare for Rangers next weekend. So I believe that Livingston are in the right here. Yes, I sympathise with Kilmarnock absolutely, but what's happening with this virus, etc. It's not very good. It's not very good at all. And but Kilmarnock just have to take their medicine, unfortunately. And I think with the fact that Kilmarnock lost 3-0 against Dunfermline last night, I've got a feeling that Livingston will take advantage. I think Livingston will take advantage of Kilmarnock's recent troubles, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Livingston here. I just think Kilmarnock will be. I think let's sympathise with them because it's not nice having the virus, etc. But you have to say that it'll be an interesting game for sure. But I'm going to go for a 2-0 win to Livingston here. Ross County against Hibs now. The last 5 between the sides have resulted in 2 wins to Hibs, 2 draws, and 1 win to Ross County. And in fact, the last meeting was that Ross County win. That was a 2-1 win to Ross County. Now, Ross County off the back of a 2-0 defeat to Rangers. Pretty much free hit. They don't have to worry about trips to Rangers and Celtic. It's more about the trips to Hamilton, St Mirren that you'd have to worry about them. But it's going to be an interesting one because they are coming up against the Hibs side, who, it has to be said, did take their foot off the gas against Hamilton. 3-0 up, and then Hamilton got 2 late goals to make it a thrilling game, 3-2 in the end. But do you know what? Hibs are in good form. They're in very, very good form recently, and I think going into this game, I think going up to Dingwall is always a tricky place to go to. Yes, they did lose the last game between the sides, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Hibs in this one. I think Hibs will win this one. I think they will look at the game last season and say that yes, the game last season wasn't very good. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Hibs. And the final game to preview and predict is St Mirren against Motherwell, and the last 5 between the sides resulted in 2 wins to Motherwell, 2 draws and 1 win to St Mirren, and the last was a 1-1 draw between the sides. St Mirren are on a really bad run at the moment, sitting bottom of the table at the moment. It's not looking good for them, but then again I suppose they will be boosted by the return of their goalkeeper, Jack Alnwick, who has been a big miss, I think, because of this dreaded virus, etc. So looking forward to St Mirren doing that. But can they get that elusive win? That'll be interesting to see, because St Mirren are not in very good form, as I've said. But then again, neither are Motherwell. Motherwell are not in the best of form, but they will have had more preparation, because their game against Kilmarnock 2 weeks ago was postponed because of Kilmarnock contracting the virus. So Motherwell have plenty of preparation for this game. So because of that, with more preparation for this game, I'm going to go for a Motherwell win. I am going to go for a 2-0 win to Motherwell. And that does it for Matchweek number 11 for the 2020-21 Scottish Premiership season. I will go through my predictions very, very quickly. Also, leave your predictions in the comment section down below. And like Diego C. Palace, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I'm going to go for Celtic 1, Rangers 2, Dundee United 0, Aberdeen 2, Hamilton 1, St Johnstone 1, Livingston 2, Kilmarnock 0, Ross County 1, Hibernian 2, St Mirren 0, Motherwell 2. So that is it. That is Matchweek 11 done and dusted. As I said, leave your predictions in the comment section down below, and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. The Old Firm game dominating the games this week for sure, but we shall see what happens for sure. But until then, it is goodbye from me. If you are new around here, then please hit that subscribe button, smash a like on this video. Closing in on 600 subscribers. If we can get there before the end of the month, that would be absolutely fantastic. But I do appreciate everyone's support recently. And enjoy your Scottish Premiership weekend. Great to see football back, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now.